Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. In this video, I'll be featuring Eaglemoss's Aston Martin DB5. Yes, that's that James Bond car, and it's super exciting to be able to build this for you all. It's going to be a huge kit. Anyway, I am on issue 12. So follow me along in the next 4 videos where I'll feature all the stages that are involved with issue 12. Also, if you haven't done so already, head over to Facebook. I created a Facebook group where you can access that screw chart that everybody's been looking for, so it helps you identify the screws with each issue, and it's very helpful. So, let's get started on stage 43.
James Bond.
Welcome back. Here's the magazine for issue 12. I'll go ahead and take us through this magazine and we'll look at all the articles that are featured in it. We are going to be doing stage 43 with this build, and this particular issue, it's all about the driver's door and a little bit with the roof. So if you haven't done so already, head over to Eaglemoss and subscribe to this build. Like always, they give us a listing of all the parts that are included with this issue. I will split them up in 4 videos just to make the videos a little bit shorter. So this is one of those builds where you actually accumulate parts, and then towards the end you do the big assembly. So that's what we're going to be doing with this. So we start off with stage 43, which is in this build we're going to be starting on the assembly of the right door, or the driver's door. So it looks like we install the right armrest. Let me flip through the pages here so we can continue on. So we come to the first article, which is an article about Grace Jones. Obviously she starred in James Bond movie A View to a Kill. Tanya Roberts. That's what I like this magazine. It always seems to have an article about the women of Bond, and she was one of those. She played Charlie's Angels also, but here she is from A View to a Kill. Wonderful, wonderful photograph there. Christopher Walken, the Walken Man. There he is. One of my favorite actors, and of course he also starred in A View to a Kill. Then they talk a little bit about the production, and this deals with the production of A View to a Kill. So airships and cranes and bridges, and then they get into the movie The Living Daylights, which was released in 27 June 1987 in the UK. It earned a worldwide box office of over $191.2 million. So this is where we see Timothy Dalton playing Bond. Got a few facts, tidbits, articles about the movie here. Then they talk about Timothy Dalton. So we got a great article here on him, and an article on Marianne Diabo, another beautiful lady of Bond, and very nice. And that's it. So magazine is well worth the subscription, along of course with the parts, and then of course the awesome finished product, which will be the DB5. So that's what I can't wait for. It's going to be awesome as we go along. So let's start with stage 43. I'll get the parts out, we'll get a closer look, and we'll assemble this stage. I'll be right back. Here's the parts pack for stage 43. Everything's well protected, wrapped up in here. So I'll pull everything out, we'll get a closer look, and then we'll get started. Here's a close-up of the parts. We received the door panel, which is made of plastic. It has pretty nice chrome trim already attached to it there. And you can see it's already been installed in that case. Don't have to do anything with that. We received a window frame, and it's just a chrome plastic frame also. We received an armrest and 3 screws. They are the L-type screws. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Got everything set up here to assemble the driver's door, which is on the right-hand drive right over in England. All your British sports cars are usually driven on the right side, which I think is cool. This DB5 is a very unique car in itself, and one of my favorites, I would say. Speaking of favorites, one of my favorite movies in the James Bond series is Live and Let Die. Everything about that whole movie I love. The music, the acting, the snakes, the witchcraft that's in it. I mean, just everything about it. I really enjoyed that movie. It was probably, like I said, one of my favorite Bond movies. But this is a pretty easy build here. All these parts are plastic, and obviously we're going to put the armrest on here, and there's a guide pin, so the armrest obviously only goes down one way. So just to bend your ear a little bit, let you know a little bit about me. I'm a retired Air Force. I did 21.5 years. I worked on Titan II ICBMs in the beginning, missile maintenance, down in Davis Monthan Air Force Base. We had 18 silos in the ground, and right now there's one still in the ground. It's a museum in Green Valley, so if you're ever visiting Tucson, head down to Green Valley and you can visit the Titan II Silo Museum. It's awesome, and I thoroughly enjoyed that job. I did a lot of growing up. That was when I was in my 20s when I worked on those missiles. Then I cross-trained to C-130s, and I spent the rest of my career working on the C-130 Hercules, the Mighty Herc, and aircraft maintenance. I was an instructor, and until I retired from the Air Force. So I enjoyed that immensely. So that's just a little bit about me and why I enjoy building models. I've been building models since I was probably 5, 6, or 7 years old. I don't remember exactly how old I was, probably around 7, and I remember it distinctively going down to the 7-Eleven, or it was a Circle K, I can't remember. I think it was a 7-Eleven, and buying a few of the old 1/72nd scale packaged kits, airplane kits, and they were a lot of fun. Just, I think they snapped together for the most part, or if I needed glue, we had to go down to Cornet's store and buy the child proof glue, which didn't work very well, obviously. But that's how I began my model building days. I've been doing it ever since. Of course, off and on, interrupted with the family, raising kids, animals, moving from here to there, there to here, and I'm getting ready to retire, actually. So, but we'll go ahead and continue on with this build. And this car is readily available in the US. I know they stopped and didn't make it available over in Europe, and which is a shame, but I'd like to see it show back up over there for all the fans. There's a lot of people over there that really want to get their hands on this to build it. But right now it's actively going strong, and you can get your own copy if you're in the US, or if you have means in Europe where you can get the parts from the US and shipped over there. It's kind of expensive. Shipping to the UK is very expensive. I have family over there, and It's very expensive. So I have family in Essex, so, but I was born in Essex myself, in Malden. So we'll go ahead and get the alignment pin. We'll just put this in here. Make sure it's in all the way. And then we can put our first L screw in. Yeah, I have developed some arthritis in my shoulders. I don't know if it's Air Force related or not. Probably should go get it looked at. So it makes it really hard for me to screw anything down. Do the other one. Try to get these down as straight as possible, and they go in easier when they go in straight. And there it is. Looks fantastic. So that's all we do for stage 43. So anyway, this build is kind of unique in itself because we collect parts as we go along. So we did collect the window frame. We're going to install that a little bit later. Issue with this with these builds, so the next couple of videos you're going to see me collect parts, and sometimes we don't even do anything. We just kind of test fit and then we move on. So that won't happen to you. See, this is only happening to me because I'm videotaping them and I want to split them up in each stage. So the next video will be stage 44. This is 43. Alright, so if you subscribe to this, you're going to get all 4 stages at once, and you can take everything out, all the parts, and start building and have fun. You know, you can do it after school, after work, on the weekend, early in the morning before work, you know, whatever you choose. It's a blast. I'm having a blast with this. So if you haven't done so already, please head over to Eaglemoss and subscribe to this. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you don't already. And I appreciate all of you who do subscribe and have been watching and have been commenting. Please, if you have any questions about any of my builds, put them down there in the comments. I do my best to answer your questions. With that, happy modeling everybody, and take care.